Express 2 minus 3i in polar form. So we know we're working with a complex number. I'm going to quickly revise what it actually means. So again, if I have an Argand diagram, where this is my real value, and this is my imaginary value, I can say that 2 minus 3i, my real value is 2, so it's 1, 2, so it's down here, and I is negative 3, so it's negative 3 is down there. So there's two ways to write down this complex number. I can either have it in the standard form, and the standard form is a plus bi, which this is. This is 2 minus 3i. The other way of doing it is to write it in the polar form. Now the polar form is when I refer to this position as almost like a vector. So I have the magnitude of the value as well as the angle with the positive real value. So I'm talking about this angle, and this angle is not called an angle, it's called an argument, and this is the magnitude of V. So that's the polar form. So to find a polar form, I need to get two things. First, I'm going to need to find the magnitude of this value. So if this is Z, then the magnitude of Z equals the square root of a squared plus b squared. That will equal in this case 2 squared plus negative 3 squared, and that is the square root of 13. So that's the magnitude, that's the length of that blue line. Now we want to find the angle. To use the angle, also called, theta, and theta is called the argument. So I'm just going to add it there. The other way of doing this was to say r cis theta, and please have a look at where that comes from in one of the other videos. R will be the radius, which is the magnitude, that is r, this is r, and theta is the angle. Okay, so we will need to find theta now. Theta equals, and we use the tan, the arctan, or the inverse tan of b over a. This will give us the arctan, value of b is negative 3 over 2, and negative 3 over 2 arctan. On your calculators, please make sure that you have your calculators in radians. Do a quick check on that is document settings 7, document settings, which is 2, and we can see that the angle is in radians. You have to make sure of that. Enter. Now I'm going to say it is the arctan, trigonometry arctan, enter, and my value is negative 3, so negative 3 divided by 2, enter, and if I want that's the exact value, answer is negative 0.98, negative 0.98, 0.98. Is that correct? Well, if that is 0, that is pi, which is round about 3.142, which means 0.98 is going to be less than half, so it's in the fourth quadrant. So from there, negative 0. So I can rewrite this then in polar form to say that 2 minus 3i equals square root 13 cis of negative 0.98. In the B part, they ask us to express 5 cis 2 pi over 3 in Cartesian form. Now just quickly back to our little sketch here. Another way to write standard form is Cartesian form. And they can also call this the rectangular form. So any of those are exactly the same thing. Cartesian form, rectangular form, or standard form. I again going to start off by drawing my Argand diagram just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Let's say the magnitude of this is 5, cis of 2 pi over 3. So if this is 0 and this is pi, this is a positive angle, so I'm going to go in an anti-clockwise direction. If that is 0 and that's pi, then 2 pi over 3 must be in my fourth quadrant. That should be if this is pi, then this distance is half a pi. So 2/3 of pi is not yet at the full pi, but it's past half, so I know that it's going to be here somewhere. So I know that this is 5, and the other angle is 2 pi over 3. Okay, now I need to know what is I want to find a plus bi. What is that? What's a plus bi? So to do that, I'm going to use the form of r cis theta. Now I know that r cis theta equals r cos of theta plus I sin theta. I know that r is 5. The cos of the angle theta, they said theta is 2 over 3 pi. Running out of space, plus I sin of 2 pi over 3. So I'm going to use my calculator. I'm going to say, menu, enter. I'm going to say 5 cos of 2 pi over 3. 2 pi divided by 3, enter. That is minus 5. That's negative 5 over 2 plus sine of 2 escape 2 pi divided by 3. Enter. Answer square root 3, so it's plus square root 3 over 2 pi. So that value there, a will be negative. Is that the real value? Yes, it's negative 5, and b is positive 3 over 2i. So I know that I have the correct answer.